perfect man, there's no such thing. When I gave you this diamond ring, we made one where there once was two. Two hearts burning with a love so true. And our love is like a brush fire, it's burning out of control. Your spirit is my sunshine, your body is my soul. Well, I'm out here on this highway, about 1,000 miles from home. Think I'll pull off on the shoulder, back up in this driveway, turn this rig around. Think I'll pull off on this shoulder, back up in this driveway, and turn this rig back home. Go walk down Mill Street, past the Creamore Brewery. I kicked the boots off both my feet. I stumbled down the rocky shore, behind the old general store. Took off my jacket and I jumped in. Cold black waters rolling down the mad river, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some ski bum from Collingwood. Mad river, won't you wash away my pain? She was my sweetheart. I worked on her dad's car lot. Grab some keys, we go for a ride. One night in the back of a Chevy, things got a little hot and heavy. Oh, that's when I thought that she would be mine. Cold black waters rolling down the mad river, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some ski bum from Collingwood. Mad river, won't you wash away my pain? Grab another bottle from a 12-pack. I'll twist off another gold cap. 600 mils to help dull my pain. Tomorrow I'll pack up my car, grab my boots and my guitar, hit the road and get out of this town. Cold black waters rolling down the mad river, but it's not deep enough to drown. My girl left me for some flat-bellied boy from Collingwood. Mad river, won't you wash away my pain? Mad river, won't you wash away my pain? Less than a minute, that's how long it took me to know that I needed you. Took a while, a little longer, for it to grow stronger and for you to tell me that you needed me. The flowers I gave you were dead. Evil thought runs through my head, yeah. I wanna put a hole in your waterbed. Took a minute, the longest minute, 60 seconds, that's how long it took you to tell me that I had to go. A long time, seems like a lifetime. It took forever for me to try to get you off my mind. The flowers I gave you were dead. Evil thought runs through my head, I wanna put a hole in your waterbed. The weekend down at the Legion for you to find somebody new to take my place. Oh, in your waterbed. That's why I'm sneaking while you're out drinking. I'm gonna take my Swiss Army knife, and I can't believe what I'm gonna do. The flowers I gave you were dead. Evil thought runs through my head, I wanna put a hole in your waterbed. The flowers I gave you were dead. Evil thought runs through my head, I wanna put a hole in your waterbed. I wanna put a hole in your waterbed. I wanna put a hole in your waterbed.
This just in, case numbers continue to climb as the Tuesday Live laughter outbreak grows. Several cast members are being tested as suspected sources of infection, and possible animal-to-human transmission is also being investigated. Audience members are asked to monitor symptoms including cackling, giggling, chuckling, and snickering, but experts also warned that no symptom is too small. Twinkling eyes, grinning, and even wry smiles must not be discounted. In entertainment news, after a noted absence last week, Lazy Horse has returned to rehearsals, claiming he had been overserved on New Year's Eve.
Hey y'all, can't believe Rob's doing a brand new cold opening song every week. He's going to spend a hard day's night getting it ready. What do you think, Neil Old?
Well, as long as he's not out on the weekend, it shouldn't be a problem. How about you, Rob Dylan?
Well,
As long as you don't think twice, it's all right if he makes a mistake or two, I guess. What do you say, Robbie O'Spoon?
Well, these Irish eyes are smiling just to thinking about it. I think we should give him a listen. Hey, Rob?
Well, thank you, Robbie and Rob and Neil and Willie and everybody out there. It's Tuesday evening, late afternoon on the West Coast. And you could be watching Wheel of Fortune, followed by Jeopardy. Not quite the same without Alex, is it? But you're here on the internet, watching me, Cousin Willy and Robbie O'Spoon, Bob's little brother Rob Dylan, perhaps the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation, Neil Old. And then there's all our musical guests. That's right. Jim Kesson's latest rhythmic concoction, Bob MacLean's acoustic perfection, the Bokays family extravaganza. Ooh, it's going to be a real bonanza, I think. Steel Town's bluesiest blues guitarist, the amazing Alfie Smith. We have Stan on the shores of the St. Lawrence too. Hey Stan, how you doing tonight? Well, maybe it's time that I stop singing this song that I'm really just winging. And live from my basement stage, it's Tuesday Live episode 94, all this in 2022 part 2. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday Live, episode 94. Thank you so much for being here, and whether you're watching live or at a later date or time, certainly great to have you here. And welcome to everybody out there. I see, I know David's checked in here. Alain here is here as well from Gatineau. Bienvenue, Alain. Comment ça va? That's my French isn't very good, but that's about the extent of it. But we have, I know we have Danny here from the Bruce, and who else do we have here? I'm trying to look in here. Brian Stan McRae's here as well. We've got a couple Kathys. Kathy from Elmira and Kathy from Fenland Falls, and Grandpa Chris from up in Fenland Falls as well. David Ward, did I mention him yet? Danny on the Bruce, I think I mentioned him. Evelyn and Ken, good to see you here as well. And I see Corey's back from Florida. Good to see you, Corey. Glad you made it safely back. And some other folks there I hope I missed. Oh, there's Nelson here as well. Good to see you, Nelson from Cardinal. And I think I saw Louise from Brockville as well. Good to see some folks here tonight. Hope I probably missed a few people, but sorry about that. But welcome to everybody else out there on Facebook or YouTube, and thanks for joining us tonight. It's great to see everyone here tonight. And if you're a first-time viewer, say hello in the comments, and don't forget to like the Tuesday Live Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a show. And please like and share too, as it helps us reach as many folks out there as possible. And I know we've got a pretty good crowd out there tonight. I think there's, I know it's kind of cold. We talk about cold openings. That was a super cold opening because it's been really cold here in Ontario. I'm not sure what it is in the rest of the country, but certainly across Ontario. And I know I was talking to my brother who's in Western Quebec, and it's pretty cold there. He's like down 30, minus 30 something. We only got, I think, as cold as minus 20, and it was minus 25 at my buddy's place up in Orangeville. So
I know it's been pretty cold everywhere, but so everybody's inside staying warm and gathering around the hearth that is Tuesday Live. Great to have you here. A little crazy out there right now, but I hope everyone's staying safe and healthy, and as they say, this too shall pass. Also, I don't know if you discovered it yet, it's sort of gone sort of super viral on the internet, but kind of a cool new word game called Wordle. And I just discovered it a few days ago and started playing. It's kind of, you get a 5-letter word, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's a Battleship or one of those games where you have 6 chances to guess, and it kind of tells you what letters are in the right place or the wrong place. And it's kind of a fun game. Check it out. Just Wordle, W-O-R-D-L-E. I think that's the name of the dude who invented it for his partner. And I think it's up to went from 300 people playing it in November to several million playing it now. But kind of fun. Check it out. Just a little bit of advice from experience. If you work the night shift and you come home and play it first thing in the morning, don't text a screenshot of the answer to your dad who hasn't played it yet, because then it kind of ruins it for him, because everybody gets the same name, the same word, the same 5-letter word every day. So it's kind of fun. You play it once a day. Good little game, particularly if you're a Scrabble player. Great little practice for playing Scrabble, but lots of fun anyways if you're looking for something to do out there in these cold and dark days. We have a fantastic show tonight. Really looking forward to it. We've got the Bokays family extravaganza from down in New Brunswick. And one of our favorite folk artists, Bob MacLean's here with one of his instruments that I don't think we've seen for a while. So looking forward to that as well. And Steeltown's favorite blues guitar playing son, Alfie Smith, has another great tune for us as well. And we've seen him before with a group called Dark Orchard. Percussionist Jim Cassin's latest project is called Davis Hall and the Green Lanterns, and he's here as well. And we also have the regular crews here as well. We've got Neil Old. I'm not sure about Lazy Horse. I mean, Lazy was here for some of the rehearsals earlier before the weekend, but I haven't seen him yet, so I'm not sure if he's showing up or not. But hopefully be here as well. We've got Rob Dylan and Robbie O'Spoon from down in Dublin, Ontario. And I think maybe we'll just send it over to the Beatles tribute room right now and see what Willy Witherspoon's got for us. Willie. Well, hey y'all, Willie here. Good to see you again. Welcome back to Tuesday Live for another week. Excited to be here. We're getting a little bit of weather here, a little bit of winter, but that's okay because I'm living in the back basement having a good old time. But anyways, I got a song here, and I just apologize in advance to anybody out there who might be doing that dry January thing where you're staying away from the liquor for the month of January. It's a good thing to do, I guess. Keeps you clean your system out a little bit. But I thought I'd do a song here that's a little bit called the Mountain Dew, which I know some folks think Mountain Dew's that soft drink that you get, and I'm not even sure what kind of flavor is that Mountain Dew soft drink. Is that lemon lime? Is it citrus? Is it grapefruit or something? I don't know what it tastes like. It's some sort of thing, anyways. But that's not the kind of Mountain Dew I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Mountain Dew that comes in a jar you get from some fella up in the hills there. I ran a little bit of shine when I was down in North South Carolina. I know my good friend Patrick and Bobby. He's run a little bit of shine his day too, and maybe you've even seen a little bit of moonshine along your pathway, your life too. But anyways, I got this song for you. It's called the Mountain Dew, a bluegrass song. I'm going to play it in the All-American key of G. So if you want to pick up your mandolin or banjo and play along, please do. And you might even know the words to the chorus. It's pretty straightforward. And you can sing along the chorus too. So let's have a good time with her. It's called Mountain Dew. Down the road here from me, there's an old hollow tree where you lay down $1 or $2. If you hush up your mug, they'll fill up your jug with that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. You may go round the bend, but you come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. Way up on the hill, there's an old whiskey still that is run by a hard-working crew. You can tell if you sniff and you get a good whiff that they're making that old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. You may go round the bend, but you come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. The preacher came
came by with a tear in his eye. He said that his wife had the flu. We told him he ought to give her a quart of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. You may go round the bend, but you come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. Oh, my brother Mort is sawed off and short. He measures just 4'2". But he thinks he's a giant when they give him a pint of that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. You may go round the bend, but you come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. Take a break. Got your spoons out, Ken? This one's for Bill on the Hill. My Uncle Bill has still on the hill where he runs off a gallon or two. The birds in the sky get so high they can't fly on that good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. You may go round the bend, but you come back again on the good old Mountain Dew. My Aunt Jane has brand new perfume. It has such a sweet smelling PU. Imagine her surprise when she had it analyzed. It was good old Mountain Dew. They call it that good old Mountain Dew, and them that refuse it are few. You may go round the bend, but you come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. One more time. Well, they call it that good old Mountain Dew, and then that refuse it are few. They go round the bend, but you come back again for that good old Mountain Dew. Ain't that a good song?
Thanks so much, Willie. That was a great version of that old bluegrass song. I hope there were some bluegrass players out there that picked up their instruments. I know Ron up in Caps Casing there, a bit of a bluegrass player. I know there's a few up there as well that maybe someone picked up, or maybe Ken down there in Guelph got the spoons out and played along. That would be kind of fun too. I know Ron's been feeding us jokes for the joke wall. They're still, most of them are working their way through the Tuesday Live censorship board. Make sure they're appropriate for our diverse audience. But we'd love to have your jokes submitted for our joke wall. Appreciate that. If you have any thing you'd like to submit, or other things as well. Birthday announcements. There's reference in that song Willie was talking about Bill on the Hill. Bill on the Hill's birthday is actually tonight. I'm not sure if Bill's watching, but if you're watching, Bill, happy birthday. If not, I hope you're having a great time wherever you are. Maybe you're up on your hill. Anyways, and I saw some other folks checked in there that I missed earlier. Ann, thanks for checking in. I believe Ann's up Barry Way, and Emily Ann as well. And Pat Ricky Bobby, I saw is out there smoking hot, watching on YouTube. And everybody else watching on YouTube, I know a lot of folks on YouTube can't, or it isn't easy to make comments if you're watching on your big screen TV from the comfort of your couch. Maybe a little bit of a fire burning in the fireplace or the wood stove. But great to see you here as well. And Steve and Kathy, I saw checked in as well. So it's great to see everybody here tonight. And let's, speaking of places that might be a little cool, let's send it to East, although it was warmer actually in the East not too long ago. But let's send down to New Brunswick to the Bokays family extravaganza. If you don't know who the Bokays are, I think you're going to find out right now.
Yeah. Yep. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. And welcome to the Bokays family extravaganza. Woo! Woo! This song is punk rock, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can he dance? Yeah, he can dance. Can he jump up and down? Can he you fall down, get back up again? Yeah, you can fall down and get back up again. Yeah, you can. Wanna why? 'Cause he's a punk rock baby, punk rock baby. Yeah! 'Cause he's a punk rock baby, punk rock baby. Okay, okay, we're going to the bridge. Here we go. Can he dance? Yes, he can dance. Dance free. Yeah. Yeah, he can spin. Can he fall down and get back up again? Yes, he can fall down and get back up again. 'Cause he's a punk rock baby, punk rock baby. 'Cause he's a punk rock baby, punk rock baby. What is he? He's a punk rock baby, punk rock baby. One more time. Tell me what he is. He's a punk rock baby, punk rock baby. Punk rock baby.
I was joking. And for the whole thing.
The whole thing.
Hey everybody, I'm looking for wildlife today along the beautiful St. Lawrence River. Thought I'd give you a quick view of a little bit of what it looks like down around our area. Right out here is one of the lost villages of Wales. You can't see much today, but a long time ago, before the seaway, there was a whole town there. Sidewalks and the basements and everything are still there, and when the water gets very low occasionally, you can go out and walk on the sidewalks of the lost village. Anyway, there's a little bit of local history for you. Here's looking at you folks.
Oh, thank you so much, Stan. Sorry about that. It's got every once in a while you're playing your harmonica, that something dislodges and it catches you in the throat. But great pictures, Stan. Nice to see you out there on the edge of the St. Lawrence as well. And thanks also to Sandy McRae and all of the Bokays there at their family extravaganza. We've got some more Bokay family extravaganza coming up next week too, so don't miss that as well. But always great contributions that both Sandy and his crew, as well as Stan McRae down in Eastern Ontario, provide to the show on a regular basis. Certainly appreciate that as well. A few weeks back, David Ward, oh, I'm not going to blow up my, got something here cleared up here, but David Ward a couple weeks ago requested a Willie P. Bennett song that I played. That was quite good, Blackie and the Rodeo King, great tune. And it sort of got me thinking. I was digging back through the Tuesday Live request archives, and I found another Willie P. Bennett song that actually I think Steve, and maybe Steve, you can confirm that if you're still out there. Steve might have, hey Lee, how you doing? Steve might have requested this a while back, maybe even last winter. It's another Willie P. Bennett song called Driftin' Snow. And the funny thing about Willie P. Bennett, I mean, anyone who's into the Canadian folk music scene will have encountered or be familiar with Willie P. Bennett. Passed away, I think, almost 13 years ago now. I think 2008, I think he passed away. Too young from a heart attack in his late 50s. But he was a great folk singer, certainly through the 70s and 80s, and played with Fred Eaglesmith's band, great consummate sideman as well. And he wrote a bunch of great songs, but they're kind of hard to find. You don't, other than, a lot of them have been covered by other people, but to find some of the originals, kind of hard to track them down. And certainly he's not the kind of musician that, if you're a guitar player, you go looking for a song these days with the internet. You basically just go, you can usually find the lyrics and the chords just somewhere on the internet. Usually there's a couple of websites that have a large amount of them, but you usually find them somewhere. But with Willie P. stuff, sometimes it's hard to find anything more than maybe lyrics if you're lucky, which kind of draws back to the early days when I know a lot of other musicians out there who are looking to learn other people's songs. We used to do it with, we put a record on the turntable and we'd listen to a bit and we'd try to write down the words, and then we'd, try to figure out what the words were, and then we'd try to figure out the chords. So it's much easier now. But this sort of reminded me of that, going back and digging this old Willie P. Bennett song out of the archives, so to speak. And I did find a version of Willie P. playing it. Actually, the first time I heard it, it was the Blackie and the Rodeo Kings, that folk supergroup that covers a lot of his songs, and they played kind of a bluesy version of it. And then I heard Willie P.'s original. It was more like a bluegrassy version, which Willie P. also played with the Dixie Flyers for a spell. Played harmonica with them, I think, mostly. So I'm going to give it a shot anyways. Probably closer to a bluesy version than a bluegrass version, but and it's called Driftin' Snow. It seems like a good song for this time of year and this kind of weather. I came down from Thessalon. Toronto's not my home. I miss the North Country so much, no longer will I roam. Drifting snow around my window, drifting snow around my door, drifting snow around my brains, Lord, won't be no drifting anymore. Well, I'm sitting here waiting for the winter to die. Well, sometimes I hope I never make it through. And the things that I believe aren't about to fight with the things that I know inside are true. And all the friends that I have had or misplaced along the way, no amount of energy could ever bring them back. Well, it weighs down on me like a ton. It never was no fun, but I never meant to do any harm. Drifting drifting snow around my door, drifting snow around my brains, Lord. Won't be no drifting anymore. Silent as a sleeping train. Hey moon, won't you shine down on me? I need your light to give me direction. The further off I get, the better off I'll be. All the time that I have spent or misplaced along the way, no amount of energy could ever bring it back. It weighs down on me like a ton. No, it never was no fun, but I never meant to do any harm. Drifting snow around my window, drifting snow around my door, drifting snow around my brains, Lord. There won't be no drifting anymore. Willie P. Bennett. Let's send it over to Rob Dylan in the Beatles tribute room. Rob. How does it feel?
Well, hey everybody, it's Rob Dylan here, and I got one of my brother Bob's masterpiece songs. In fact, it was called by one critic to be Bob Dylan's grim masterpiece, and it's got some great lyrics in it, like one of his famous lines that he not busy being born is busy dying. Boy, that's pretty heavy, man. But it's also got some pretty good messages in there, and it's an epic tune. So I'm gonna get right to it, and I hope you enjoy it. It's called "It's All Right, Ma. I'm Only Bleeding." At the break of noon, shadows even the silver spoon, the handmade blade, the child's balloon, eclipses both the sun and moon. To understand, you know too soon, there ain't no sense in trying. Threats they bluff with scorn, suicide marks are torn, fool's gold mouthpiece a hollow horn, plays wasted words, proves to warn that he not busy being born is busy dying. Temptation page flies out the door, you follow, find yourself at war, which water falls a pity roar, feel to moan but unlike before, you discover that you'd be just one more person crying. So don't fear if you hear a foreign sound to your ear. Oh, it's alright, Ma, I'm only sighing. Some worn victory, some downfall, private reasons, great or small, be seen in the eyes of those that call to make all that should be killed to crawl, while others say don't hate nothing at all except hatred. Disillusioned words like bullets bark, as human gods aim for their mark, made everything from toy guns that spark to flesh-colored Christ that glow in the dark. It's easy to see without looking too far that not much is really sacred. Our preachers preach of evil fates, teachers teach that knowledge awaits, wait through $100 plates, goodness hides behind its gates, but even the President of the United States must have to stand naked. And all the rules of the road have been lodged. It's only people's games you've got to dodge. Oh, it's alright, Ma, I can make it. Advertising signs that con you into thinking you're the one that can do what's never been done, that can win what's never been won. Meanwhile, life outside goes on all around you. Yourself, you reappear, you suddenly find you got nothing to fear. You stand alone with nobody near when a trembling distant voice unclear startles your sleeping ears to hear that somebody thinks they really found you. Question in your nerves is lit, but you know there is no answer fit to satisfy, ensure you do not quit, to keep it in your mind and not forget that it is not he or she or them or it that you belong to. Although the masters make the rules for the wise man and the fool, well, I got nothing, Ma, to live up to. For them that must obey authority, that do not respect to in any degree, who despise their jobs, their destiny, speak jealousy of them that are free, do what they do just to be nothing more than something they invest in. Some on principles baptized to strict party platform ties, social clubs in drag disguise, outsiders they can freely criticize, to nothing except who to idolize and say God bless him. One who sings with his tongue on fire, gargles in the rat race choir, a ton of shade from society's pliers, cares not to come up any higher, would rather get you down in the hole that he's in. But I mean no harm, nor put fault on anyone that lives in a vault. But it's alright, Ma, if I can't please him. Old lady judges watch people in pairs, limited in sex they dare to push fake morals, insult and swear, while money doesn't talk, it swears. Sanity, who really cares? Propaganda, it's all phony. That defend that they cannot see, with the killer's pride, security blows a mind most bitterly. For them that think death's honesty will fall upon them naturally, life sometimes must get lonely. I'd hit on was stuffed graveyards, false goals, a stuffed pettiness that seemed so rough. Walk beside down inside handcuffs, kick my legs to crash it off. I say, okay, I've had enough. What else can you show me? And if my thought dreams could be seen, they'd probably put my head in a guillotine. But it's alright, ma, it's life and life only.
Well, thank you so much, Rob. That was an epic rendition of that song. Certainly Bob Dylan wrote some epic songs, and his little brother here, Rob Dylan, does some epic renditions of them for us. Certainly appreciate that. Our next performer is a guest musician all the way from Guelph, a very talented folk musician from Guelph who's appeared on the show several times, been very generous in sharing his talents with us here on Tuesday Live, and that's none other than Bob MacLean. And here he is with something a little different, so I'll turn it over to you, Bob.
Good day, folks. Bob MacLean here. You're down in my basement studio. That's where we are right now, yeah. Anyway, got a tune that I want to play for you today. This is actually a tune that I recorded. I've recorded it twice. Once in probably 2014, and then once more just at the beginning of the pandemic, because I listened to what I did before and decided I want to make some changes. So you're going to get the latest and updated version of a tune called Seldom Seen Road. It's a tune I wrote just for this octave mandolin. Yes, that's what this is. It's a mandolin, a little bigger than what you might see for mandolins. Most mandolins are about that long. This one is twice the size and is an octave lower, so rather than you get a lower sound, octave lower. Anyway, so we wrote this tune called Seldom Seen Road back in 2013 and recorded it recently, so I'm going to let you have a listen to it. And I want to thank Rob for the opportunity to, one, play on his show, and two, again, my hat's off to him for demonstrating the stick-to-itiveness to stay with this particular project every week. So it's fantastic. Anyway, stay safe, folks, and we'll look forward to seeing you on a stage somewhere. This is called Seldom Seen Road.
That was great, Bob. What a fantastic sound out of that octave mandolin. I was interested because some of you may think, well, that's not an octave mandolin, that's a bouzouki, which is I'm not sure how many people know what a bouzouki is, but it's actually a Greek kind of version of the octave mandolin, but they're actually two somewhat different things. Different scale length, I think, on the bouzouki. It's a little shorter, I think, than the octave mandolin, which is probably more of a Celtic instrument. But a nice little explanation about it there, Bob, and great, beautiful song. And Bob's, we've got Bob booked for the show next week as well already, so come back next week if you want to catch more Bob. Always love listening to his material. You can find Bob on the internet as well. He's got a website, I think it's bobmclean.ca. You can find more of his music, and hopefully Bob will be back on, as he mentioned, on a live stage again soon. See, Ron got a little confused there with the reference to Seldom Seen. That's actually an old bluegrass band called the Seldom Seen. John Duffy, I think, played with them. Fantastic bluegrass band out of, I think, Washington, D.C. originally. And I'm not sure if they did that song, Bottom of the Glass, but that's a great song too, Ron. I'll pass it on to Willie. That sounds like something that might be in his wheelhouse for a future song he might want to cover. But anyways, let's, speaking of things that are Celtic, we've got our own Celtic fella on the show, our resident Irish fella, Robbie O'Spoon from over in Dublin, Ontario. And let's see what Robbie's got for us this week. Hey, Robbie.
Hello, everybody out there in internet lands. Robbie O'Spoon here, Dublin, Ontario. Just having a grand old time, swilling the pigs and, well, eating me potatoes, although they're getting a wee bit soft and sprouty right now, but they're still pretty good. And, well, enjoying me Guinness. And, hill and a bit of snow, because, with quite a bit of snow out here by Lake Huron. Get a bit of it blowing off there when you get the cold winds blowing. But anyways, having a good time. And I was trying to think of what song should I do for this, the second show of 2022. And, well, I listened to Willy did that song at the start called Mountain Dew. And I thought, well, there's a song called Mountain Dew that's an Irish tune. And it's quite similar. So I wonder if it's maybe a bit of a rip-off of the original Irish one. And I thought, well, maybe I should do that. We can compare the two. We got, the American Mountain Dew that Willie sang earlier, and then we got the the Irish one that I'm going to sing here for you right now. So they're quite similar. I think the Irish one's probably a wee bit older because, well, Irish whiskey's been around a lot longer than that moonshine they drink down there. Whoo, had a big wee bit of the moonshine. Fella down the road had a jar. Whoo, that's strong stuff. Wouldn't want to get into that too often. It's a long way to come back up when you get into that moonshine, let me tell you. But anyways, this one's called Mountain Dew, and I hope you enjoy it. To sing along if you know the words.
Hi diddly daddy dum diddly do daddy dum diddly do die diddly die day. Hi diddly daddy dum diddly do daddy dum diddly do die diddly die day. Let the grasses grow and the waters flow in the free and easy way, but give me enough of the finer stuff that's made near Galway Bay. Policemen all from Donegal, Sligo and Leitrim too. We'll give them slip and we'll take a sip of the real old Mountain Dew. Hi-da diddly-di-dum, diddly-do-di-di-dum, diddly-do-di, diddly-di-day. Hi-da diddly-di-dum, diddly-do-di-di-dum, diddly-do-di, diddly-di-day. At the foot of the hill there's a neat little still where the smoke curls up to the sky. By the smoke and the smell you can plainly tell there's a witchin' brewing nearby. It fills the air with odor rare that betwixt both me and you. When you home you stroll you can take a bowl or a bucket of the Mountain Dew. Hi-da diddly-di-dum, diddly-do-di-di-dum, diddly-do-di, diddly-di-day. Hi-da diddly-di-dum, diddly-do-di-di-dum, diddly-do-di, diddly-di-day. Now learned man who use the pen have wrote your praises high. That sweet poteen from Ireland green distilled from wheat and rye. Throw away your pills, it'll cure all ills, a pagan, Christian or Jew. Take off your coat and grease your throat with the real old Mountain Dew. Hi-da diddly-di-dum, diddly-do-di-di-dum, diddly-do-di, diddly-di-day. 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 Hi-da diddly-di-dum, diddly-do-di-di-dum, diddly-do-di, diddly-di-day.
Oh, that's made me thirsty now. Hey, Rob, did you hear about the famous actress who stabbed her husband when they were out in a fancy restaurant? Reese something.
With her spoon?
No, with her knife. Well, you heard the story of Paddy and Murphy? You see, Paddy and Murphy, they're working on a building site, and, well, Paddy says to Murphy, well, I'm going to get the day off. I'm going to pretend I've gone mad. Well, so he climbs up the rafters, hangs upside down and shouts, oh, I'm a light bulb, I'm a light bulb. Well, Murphy just sits there and watches in amazement. The foreman shouts, Paddy, go home, you're going to start raving mad. Well, so Paddy starts packing up for home. Murphy starts packing up his kit to leave as well. Hey, Murphy, where do you think you're going? Asks the foreman. Well, Murphy says, can't work in the friggin' dark. Hey, Dylan, how would you define an acorn?
Well, in a nutshell, it's an oak tree.
Well, a little bit of Robbie O'Spoon there. Great version of that Mountain Dew, the Irish version. And there are some similarities. You sort of compare the two songs in content and certainly topic. And I like the high diddly doodly day thing. That was quite good as well. And thanks also to Karen Cantello, our animator, for helping put together our little wall there. Don't forget, we welcome your contributions to the joke wall. Or it's not just joke wall, it's a wall for all sorts of things. If you have a little story or a little announcement, a birthday or something like that you'd like to share on there, just take out your cell phone, take a little video of yourself and send it in, or just send in a joke and we'll maybe get one of the crew or the cast to do it for you. Would love to do it. Anyways, and don't forget to subscribe and share as well. I'd like to turn it down to Hamilton, to quickly become one of our favorite blues players on the show. Just an amazing guitarist that, thanks to John and Kelly down in Niagara, who introduced me to Alfie Smith, and we've listened to a lot of his music. We've got another new one. This is an original Alfie song. And if you want to get more great music from Alfie, you can check out his website, which I think is alfiesmith.ca, I believe. Or you can also check out his YouTube channel. And links to all the artists that appear on the show, you can find content links on at tuesdaylive.ca and under the featured artist page. So let's give Alfie a listen. Hey, Alfie.
Hi, this is Alfie Smith. This is a song I wrote about trains. That train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. If I had my way, I'd be gone today. That train don't roll anymore. If I heard that whistle once more, I'm on that train tonight. Kiss my love goodbye, Mrs. Sweet Brown Eyes. But that train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. If I had my way, I'd be gone today. But that train don't roll anymore. Know that you think that I'm foolish, but I wanna ride that line. Feel the roll of the wheel as it grinds up the steel. That train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. If I had my way, I'd be gone today. But that train don't roll anymore. Say we live in an age of wonder, but I wonder what they think is so good. We got white bread so plenty, but my soul is still empty. But that train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. If I had my way, I'd be gone today. But that train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. That train don't roll anymore. If I had my way, I'd be gone today. But that train don't roll anymore. Thanks so much.
Wow, what a talent Alfie is. He's got the fantastic guitarist, but also that voice. Just a great combination there. I appreciate having Alfie on the show. And we're going to send it back to the Beals Tribute Room and see what Neil Old has for us tonight. I'm not sure if Lazy's there or not.
Well, hello everybody. Neil Old here again, but still no Lazy Horse. I'm not sure what's up with him, so I'm going to give him a call here and see what his problem is.
reached Abraham Bauman's barn. How may I direct your call?
Could I please speak to Lazy Horse?
Oh, just a minute. I'll see if he's in the barn. Hey, Lazy Horse, can you come to the phone? One of the English calling for you. Sounds like perhaps the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation, Neil Olds, on the phone for you.
Hey, Lazy Horse, it's Neil here. It's Tuesday night. Where are you, buddy? You're worried about the Omicron? A horse you were talking to in the yard at the meeting house last Sunday said if you catch the Omicron, it'll turn your hide to chrome and then you'll be too shiny to work for the Mennonites. Well, for one thing, Lazy, it's Omicron, not Omicron, and I don't think it'll turn you all shiny, although if it did, you'd sure look good up on stage. Why don't you just come drum? You're not playing until you, your mare Rosebud, and your two foals, Rose and Bud, are fully vaccinated? I'm not sure they're even vaccinating horses for the COVID, buddy. Well, suit yourself. Maybe I'll ask a veterinarian to come talk to you so we can get this sorted out. I'd like to get you back on the show. I'd better go then. Talk to you later, Lazy. Wow, that was something. Lazy Horse worried about the Omicron. Well, I guess I'll have to just do a song here by myself. This is an old Neil song. I think it was a soundtrack of a movie somewhere too, but it's called Journey Through the Pass. I'm gonna send this out to Lazy Horse and Rosebud and Rose and Bud out there and at Abraham Bowman's farm there, and I hope they get back here soon. When the winter rains come pouring down on that new home of mine, will you think of me and wonder if I'm fine? Will your restless heart come back to me on a journey through the past? Will I still be in your eyes and on your mind? Now I'm going back to Canada on a journey through the past, and I won't be back till February come. I will stay with you if you'll stay with me, said the fiddler to the drum, and we'll keep good time on a journey through the past. When the winter rains come pouring down on that new home of mine, will I still be in your arms and on your mind?
Well, thank you for that, Neil. Sorry that Lazy's not with us again this week, but hopefully get that vaccination thing sorted out with him and his crew out there on Abraham Bowman's farm. But it was nice you got a chance to talk to him. Our final guest of the evening is a gentleman by the name of Jim Casson. Jim's an innovative percussionist based in Niagara, And I'm happy to share a song off his new album. It's titled Davis Hall and the Green Lanterns, and the song's called Finding Tintern. And it's interesting, this album's got a bit of attention out there. Alex Lifeson from Rush actually posted a review of the album on his Instagram account. And Alex Lifeson has like 43,000 followers. And Jim mentioned that he had generated lots of likes, and he a week later he'd sold 5 CDs, had 9 downloads, and over 2,000 streams of songs off that album. But those 2,000 streams netted Jim about $5 in income. And there was a time when those streams would have been sales, and 2,000 CDs sold would have been a huge success. But it just sort of just explains how the music industry works these days for musicians. And if you really enjoy music, certainly listen to streaming services. Great way to listen to music. I do it all the time myself. But the artists don't make much money off streaming. So if you really like an artist, certainly get out and support the act, not necessarily just listen to them through Spotify or whatever. But anyways, here's Jim with his latest project, Davis Hall and the Green Lanterns, Finding Tintern, a great sort of atmospheric tune. was a fantastic song. I just love the feel of that music that Jim does, and instrumental music, and also the videography is great too. I think Jim does that himself as well. It's just beautiful. If you if you enjoy it, go check them out. greenlanterns.ca. I saw the website there at the end of the video. And if you enjoy the music, buy a CD. Help support music in this wonderful country of ours. That's quite snow-covered right now. That was a great song for the type of year as well. Well, that just brings us about to the end of episode 94 of Tuesday Live. I'd like to thank everyone that participated in tonight's show. Our good friend Stan McRae from down on the shore of the St. Lawrence River for sharing some of the local history and his always amazing nature images. The great blues player and singer from down Hamilton Way, Alfie Smith. Our good friend Bob MacLean with his octave mandolin over in Guelph. Bob's back next week as well. The Bokays family extravaganza. I think we have more Bokay families extravaganza next week as well. And of course Jim Casson and the Davis Hall and the Green Lanterns Project too, and that's great stuff there. Thanks to everyone who supports the show as patrons, contributing to our virtual tip jar, just being here. That's a big part of it too. We love the little community we've built here over 94 episodes, and I don't always get a chance to comment to reply to your comments, but do rest assured I do read all of them and appreciate your enthusiastic support and the kind words that you share every week on that as well. Thanks to my executive producer and partner, Carol, for everything she does to help support the show from week to week. And over the last couple of years or so, we've been doing this. Karen Cantello and her amazing animation work. Looking forward to more of that. Her little newsy thing at the start there. Newsy clip and the little bumpers and the wall and other things she's helping us with. Don't forget to send in your material for the wall. You can go to tuesdaylive.ca and just use the contact form there and send it in via that, or send it to my email, robspoon@robspoon.com, or message me on Facebook Messenger too. That works. Thanks again for watching tonight. Come hang out with me and some other folks that come out to the after party on Zoom every week. That's a lot of fun too. And you don't have to look far to find darkness and disorder these days, but don't let that darkness creep in. Let's just keep filling 2022 with just love. And as Barbara Streisand's song sang, love, it's endless and evergreen. Everybody needs a place to go, and everybody needs a way to know they're just loved. Why do we hurt the ones we love? Why don't we lift them up instead of putting them down and just love? 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just love. I'll only be here for a very short time to lie in the sun and drink sweet wine and just be here and then be gone. Instead of harsh words and singing sad songs, let's just love. 'Cause deep inside every one of us, there's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. We keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday with just gonna try, I'm just gonna do. And if you join with me, well then we would make two. We need more giving, less taken away. If we start right now, we'll get there someday to just love. Find it in your heart if you look deep enough. You find the only thing that we really need now. It's just love. It's hard to just love in a world full of hate. If we get started now, it won't be too late to just love. It's deep inside every one of us. There's something brighter than gold waiting to shine out. Keep it covered up with a layer of clay. We've got to start washing it off someday and just love. 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 Love you all. See you next week.